Hi, I'm John Stewart, Chief Investment Officer of Farmers Trust Company. This is the Investor's Edge.
The Investor's Edge, Market Insights with John Stewart, is brought to you by Farmers Trust Company.
Hi, I'm John Stewart. Welcome to this week's edition of the Investor's Edge. First up, the week in review. A Tesla for everyone. Tesla stock exploded higher this past week, crossing the $1,000 per share mark for the first time, as well as a $1 trillion market capitalization, leapfrogging over Facebook, which previously reached $1 trillion but has since fallen below, to become the fifth largest U.S. company, joining Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon at over $1 trillion in market value. In fact, in just 2 trading sessions, Tesla added more market value to its stock than both Ford and GM combined. The jump was actually catalyzed by an order from Hertz to purchase 100,000 Tesla vehicles for its rental fleet, as well as progress on the fiscal package in Washington that should add further incentives to push electric vehicles into the mainstream. Now, bears say that despite Tesla's bright future, the stock is simply too expensive to be justified by even the rosiest of scenarios. Bulls will counter that Tesla is a technology company that has business opportunities and future revenue streams that extend beyond just traditional vehicle manufacturing. Now, the truth is probably somewhere in between, but I'd be very careful buying the stock at this price. For this week's featured insight, not all ETFs are created equal. So for you novice investors out there, ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund, which is a fund that trades all day on the exchange, just like a stock, as opposed to traditional mutual funds, which mostly trade only on the daily closing price. Now, while ETFs became popular for indexes like the S&P 500, there are now ETFs for pretty much everything under the sun, with currently nearly 8,000 total issues that trade on the exchanges. So while owning an index or sector ETF is fairly straightforward, 2 types of ETFs that investors should take extra caution in trading are leveraged ETFs as well as commodity-based ETFs. And when it comes to leveraged ETFs that claim to deliver 3 times the upside or 3 times the downside of a particular index or sector, they may do so for any given trading day, but they're not meant to be long-term holdings. Depending on the sequence of returns, results could end up being extremely different from what you might expect. On the other hand, commodity-based ETFs have futures contracts that must be rolled over, which can be extremely costly. Case in point, even though the price of crude oil is up roughly 60% over the last 5 years, the most actively traded oil ETF is actually down 30% over the same time frame. So when buying ETFs, take extra care to know exactly what you're buying and how it works. Looking ahead, taper on deck. So you're probably sick of hearing me talk about the Federal Reserve tapering its bond purchase program. Frankly, I'm sick of talking about it. This is probably the most widely telegraphed central bank policy pronouncement in the history of central banking. Nevertheless, it is in fact a rather important event for the financial markets. After roughly 18 months of thinking about reducing its monetary injections into the bond market, the Fed will in all likelihood announce their plan to do just that. Will this be a death knell for stocks? Probably not. It is, however, an important inflection point in a market that has been riding high on liquidity for the past year and a half. A higher level of volatility is certainly a possibility in the months ahead. Once again, I'm John Stewart. Thank you for watching The Investor's Edge.
The Investor's Edge, Market Insights with John Stewart, is brought to you by Farmers Trust Company.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit businessjournaldaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to afterhoursyoungstown.com.